he stopped immediately there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the left side. Reed. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
319, 50, back north. Go to 50, hey, you block over here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Get inside, jumbo, 10-30.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs from 17 yards out. And the Packers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll throw with Penix. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Penix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To the air, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Hey, 6:26.
To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
And complete to Drake London. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 56 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. These two teams all tied after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
26.
Now it's Rodgers. And he is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And looking to throw, Penix. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Falcons.
Looking to throw, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Penix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2 yards to go, second down. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
As he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. This is caught.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
26. Go to 50. Go to 50.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards for him on the ground.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
a sudden, they've got a first down in the red zone. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try the left side. Reed. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a miss hit. This is offline left and short. Wow, it's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well. Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 3. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Throwing again, Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for his passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula. Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break. Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the key team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Rodgers now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Jump up, 26. Hey, idiot. That's it.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they can't bring him down. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Third down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards there on third down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Back to throw again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Sean Wilson on the coverage.
Hey, we're good.
Now it's the backup Cousins. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Cousins here going to change the play.
Hey, Steamer.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is 2nd and 8.
Jump out! Hey, take 20. Take 30.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This now a 3rd and 4.
Over 50.
It's a gain of 3.
Over 50.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Cat 300. Cat 300. 26.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Over. Hey, 88. No. Jump out. Hey, 620. Stay right.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's going to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes can work as well.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Reed. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Reed. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Go to 50, take 30, go to 50. Hey, back north, inside.
Rodgers to throw. Touchdown. Matthew Golden. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
26,
Tomorrow.
300. Yeah, Liz. Hey, 88. Split again.
Now Rodgers. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So here we go. Still down 1 score, and here comes the onside kick. job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Cousins going to change it up. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Robinson with another carry.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.